It seems all has to begin with that beautiful and romantic name of the Silk Road, a historical network of interlinking trade routes across the Eurasian landmass, which connected the ancient Chinese Zhongyuan culture and Indian Ganges culture with Greek and Persian cultures, and which also took the sole guiding voice of Buddha to the Orient. The light of Buddha, with its origins in ancient India, illuminates all East Asian civilizations centering on China, including Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. In nearly 2,600 years since Buddhism was introduced into China, three major branches of Buddhism, Chinese Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, and Southern or Theravada Buddhism, emerged and thrived in China with millions upon millions of believers. The four sacred mountains of Buddhism, Wutai, Emei, Jiuhua, and Putuo, Buddhist caves, and numerous temples and pagodas were developed and constructed, some of which have entered into the list of World Cultural Heritage and places of historic interest, and large numbers of eminent monks emerged who devoted themselves to the propagation and spreading of Buddhism. All these were efforts made to inherit and promote Buddhism, whether in amount, scale, meaning, or in Buddhist texts. After its introduction into China, Buddhism was gradually accepted by the Chinese society and came into fusion with traditional Chinese culture. And the Buddhists thought that all beings are equal, and the Confucian thought that benevolence means to love others, work together to lead to the Chinese character of generosity and tolerance, a perfect reflection of profundity and benevolence of Buddhism. Shaanxi, the seat of capital for 13 dynasties in Chinese history, saw the prosperity of Chinese civilization and was for a long period the political, economic, and cultural center of China. It is just this blessed place in Guangzhou, the central Shaanxi plain, also the starting point of the Silk Road, that tells the stories of how Buddhism was first introduced into China and flourished there. It was once the world center for Buddhist cultural exchange, where Buddhist monks and believers from Central Asia, Southeast Asia, and East Asia gathered, propagating Buddhist doctrines or seeking piously the truth of Buddhism. They contributed indelibly to that unprecedented cultural exchange in human history, and left behind in Shaanxi countless touching stories and sacred sites. 6 of the 8 sects of Buddhism in China were established here. The Guanyin or Avalokitesvara belief and the chanting of Amitabha's name took roots here and then spread rapidly to the whole of East Asia. The earliest large-scale translation of Buddhist scriptures in Chinese history took place here. More than that, here you can find the place where great master Kumarajiva translated Buddhist scriptures, the Shiming Temple, where Korean Buddhist monk Won Chuk studied the Buddhist scriptures, and the Qinglong Monastery, where during the Tang Dynasty, Japanese monk Kukai studied Buddhism. What's most noteworthy is that here you can visit the millennium-old Famen Temple, where a Buddhist finger relic has been preserved. The true relic of Buddha and his teaching has crossed the Himalayas to the Chinese land, where his teaching is propagated and his relic piously worshipped. The Buddha's light illuminates the nation and blends with the everlasting bloodline of Chinese civilization. Baoji Farman Temple in Shaanxi, because of the bone relic of Sakyamuni worshipped there and of its special geographic location, has secured a key position in the Buddhist world. On April 9, 1987, a true finger bone relic of Buddha was discovered at the Farman Temple in Baoji Shaanxi. This holy object, paramount in Buddhism, together with Buddha's profound wisdom and compassion for all beings, reappeared a century later, coming to lie gracefully and straightly from the palace underground. As an age-old Buddhist holy place, the Farman Temple, unique in the Orient, shines light on all the living. Greeting with a new posture Buddhist believers from all directions and preaching Buddhism in the dawn light of the 21st century. Located in Guangzhou, an area which witnessed Chinese imperial capitals of old, the city of Baoji still has remains that date back to the Zhou and Qin dynasties. Baoji, where the Farman Temple is situated, is ready for another historic Buddhist gathering. A city of historic and cultural interest, Baoji was home to the Yan Emperor, one of the Chinese Han forefathers, and the birthplace of the Chinese Zhou and Qin dynasties, enjoying such good reputations as the holy place with the Buddhist bone relic, a kingdom of bronzes, and a land of folk arts and crafts. With continued social and cultural development, the city now has exceptionally rich and varied culture and art. Baoji is also a modern livable city accommodating diversity, within convenient access to surrounding areas in Shaanxi, Gansu, Sichuan, and Ningxia. With its modern transport network, modern conference and exhibition venues, and service abilities, Baoji welcomes friends from around the world. Modernity and history, openness and tradition are interwoven here, distinctively and at the same time harmoniously, just like a melodious piece of music or a splendid picture. Over the past millennium, the Buddhist doctrine has been passed down as an ideal of universal happiness and peace. Wherever you come, wherever you want to go, you will find the city of Baoji a place where your soul can rest. Baoji, China, welcomes Buddhist believers from around the world with great reverence.